Yo. Finally and forever.
Certified.
With FAYN and KIOSKOGOD.
We here.
My brother.
We here, finally.
Finally,
yes,
it's
sir.
happening.
Yeah, we did it.
We got a bunch of stuff to talk about.
A lot.
Like, you know what I mean?
A lot.
I had this idea with my brother right here because
for a minute.
I don't feel like right now there's a Dade County podcast that's about to bring what we're about to bring. You know what I mean? I feel like there is obviously big shout outs to, Drink Champs and all the other big podcasts out here, no disrespect. But I feel like as far as what we can bring to the game, living in Miami for many years and just the insight, plus our opinions, plus our lifestyle, it's going to be something good for them to watch. You know what I mean? It's going to be something good for them to watch.
That's a fact.
So, couple of things, right? Let's get into some Dade County stuff, right?
Ooh.
I got a long story. You got a long story. We'll get into that into many different episodes or whatever. You know what I mean? But you grew up where?
So I was born in New York, Brooklyn, and I was raised in Miami, Alapata to be exact.
Alapata. I'm glad you mentioned Alapata. That's what I wanted you to say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So, I've been moving through Alapata for many years as well.
Fact.
I'm not from there, but major love to
solid, though. You get love Alapata. Like
Alapata. Oye, pero que lo que. Todos mis tigres en Alapata, los amo, papi, tú sabes. Yo soy de Puerto Rico, but you know how it is.
Facts.
All right, so
shout out to all my Puerto Ricans.
So we'll get into some funny stuff real quick here. Because remember when I was talking about Miami dudes got a different type of slang.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like now with the likes of Kodak, especially Kodak, bro.
Yeah.
A big shout out to Broward County. We're in Broward County right now, matter of fact. You know what I mean? Dade, Broward. I don't know what y'all dudes beef is for many years, but everything is one now.
Beef no more, but I think we just like to, just like any other place, we like to identify hey, that's Broward, is Dade. No different than a New York dude being nah, I'm not from the Bronx.
Oh yeah. New York got that. Brooklyn, Queens,
all of that.
Manhattan,
and then Broward doesn't have a reputation like a Queens or New York does, where they built that up. They really had to fight for theirs.
Bro, when I first got here,
really be on some nah, bro, he from Broward, bro.
Bro, that's what I've been telling about, for a long time, is that Broward had to really get their respect. I mean, I want to use the word respect, but they've been having respect. I'm not from here. I don't want to speak on that.
Yeah,
but when my interpretation as an outsider when I first got here, and I've been here for a long time, bro. I've been here for over 20 years. You know what I mean? So I still don't claim that I'm from here, but shit, you know what I mean? I've been here for a long time.
Right.
So anyway, when I first got here, I saw first dudes that I ever met was from Miami.
Yeah.
Right. First hood I ever kicked in was in Hialeah. Shout out to Hialeah.
Shout out to all the Cubans.
You know what I'm saying? And my homeboy was Panamanian too, bro.
That's crazy.
Yo, it's crazy. He took me to the east side.
Of them
bro, and Cuz was stupid because he used to play football in Miami Shores.
Okay.
The high school, right?
That makes sense.
So all his homeboy was from Brown Sub.
Okay.
So Chico dude, straight with the blacks, he grew up crazy.
Yeah, he already know the vibe.
So anyway, bro, that's when I started hearing the words that I want you to bring back, and then you can learn me something today, right?
Sure, let's do it.
All right, let's start with this. Dade County slang, busting dick. Pause. But you gotta tell me.
I hate this.
But you gotta fucking tell me.
Bro.
Yo, what was the whole thing about? Oh, that nigga's busting dick. Or oh shit, that nigga busting your dick, dog.
Bro, it's
break it down.
I keep it a buck, right?
Pause.
I felt like that's low key shade. We starting there, so we not even going entertain that too much. I am gonna break it down.
All right.
Busting dick no different than saying that's some shit niggas usually say when they rolling dice, bro. That's really or a nigga fucked up. Damn, bro. But that's what you mean when you down bad. You busting your ass. You bust it. You bust your dick. That's what it means, bro. You feel me? I don't say that shit, but I know what it that's you gotta understand.
Yeah.
If we in 2023 right now, and this
saying
supposed to be.
You mad old school. I ain't gonna lie. Nobody says that shit no more.
Yeah, but that's old school Dade County shit.
Bro, but if you in the trenches, you see that nigga in Little Haiti or Liberty City with the gray dreadlocks.
What?
Straight dread, and he hey, my nigga, buddy, your dick down. And the niggas, you can't even understand. Cause nigga be like, hey, nigga, buddy, your dick down. You be like, what? Did you just say busting your? You know what I mean? And it's because when I first got here, you gotta understand, bro. I used to live in California before this.
Yeah, shout out to the West Coast.
You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to all my LA brothers.
But the thing
you already
is,
know.
Miami, we very unique. Like, nothing we do is normal. Nothing we do is regular. Nothing we do is like, oh, we could relate. We could relate because it's struggle involved. It's us involved. It's different characteristics that make us similar. But Miami, like, niggas come down here, you gotta understand, like, whatever you thought, keep it those thoughts where you were just at, because don't bring them here. Because I think the misconception is like everywhere is South Beach.
Facts.
And that's not the case.
Big facts.
And I really hope that tourists understand, like, if you want to act drunk and outlandish, do that. But that's why there's even a fucking, what's that, a curfew, because it's not us that's acting crazy.
It's out of towners.
Yeah, like,
hey, all you out of towners, bro, that be coming out here busting your gun,
busting your dick.
Y'all be busting dick and shit. Pause. Hey, much love to all y'all. You know what I mean? Don't shoot me and shit when I'm hanging out in fucking South Beach and shit. But you gotta understand that, like, yo, that's the vibe. Like, you have niggas that come from, I'm not even gonna say a place, but out of town, right?
Yeah, period.
They come down here.
It could be from Alabama. It don't fucking
whatever, man. We ain't to no snitching chuck your head out. Wherever y'all niggas is from that show up on the news here, remember, y'all niggas leaving back to where y'all came from. We're the ones that get the brunt of the fucking consequences, because now we can't party. Now, if you black or Spanish, the cops is looking at you crazy. You know what I'm saying? And plus, you got to understand, like, from people that ain't from Florida, you know how we got the reputation of Florida, man, and the wildest state there is?
That's a fact.
Bro, Florida's, I'm not even going to try to change that. Florida is one of the wildest places I've ever been to.
Facts.
But you got to understand that at the same time is that because of the history with the narco trafficking and the mixture, bro, of
Cubans, Haitians,
American blacks, American whites, that's like, obviously in every place in America. But then you throw in, like you said, Haitians, Bahamians, Jamaicans, Dominicans, Colombians, Puerto Ricans. Like, Florida's just a huge melting pot, like a New York without the buildings.
New York without the segregation.
Facts. That's another fact too. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. Queens, shout out to Queens, bro. Queens is probably the biggest melting pot I've ever seen in my life. Wow. Queens is the place where if you rent an apartment, like let's say not even Corona Jackson Heights, like even Astoria or something like that, bro. You could have a building where a group of brothers just got together and it's like, this nigga's Pakistani, a Puerto Rican, a Colombian, Nicaraguan, an African, a dude from Mongolia, and they all group in the same building. Yeah. You won't see that anywhere else in New York.
You see, I wouldn't know.
Never.
Outside looking in, I be feeling like that's a lot of
Flushing.
Little places.
That's what I'm trying to think about. Flushing's Queens. Shout out.
It's a lot of little places in New York that I be seeing that. For instance, I see like just the Middle Eastern homies, but they be super hip hop. They hip hop, and they be with like they with
the shits for real.
They got the black friend, they got the white friend, but I guess what connects them is they into TikTok, they into rap, and if it wasn't TikTok and rap, but before it'll be whatever bad bitches that's involved with some rap shit, with some whatever pop culture shit that actually is cool. In New York, I see that would connect people no matter where you came from, where you was colored, what culture. But Miami, I always feel like, even though there's so many different type of people, it's always separate. The only reason and way we come together is like a function that like you mandatory got to see me. KLDs. A party, a pack jam, whatever it was. But now you forced. You want to go outside and see some bitches? Yeah, you got to see the rest of the world. You feel me? You can't just be confined to your little Havana, little Haiti. You might want to go to the Heat game, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
What you gonna do? Not go?
No, that's a fact. But what I really want to get to is that Dade and Broward right now, are crucial in the game, bro, because number one, it's a place where everybody wants to get to, like, the mentality of being a paradise, and it's just, it's been known for years about vacationing, Walt Disney World, the clubs in South Beach.
Let me ask you a question. What made you want to come down here?
Well, shit, I didn't really want to come down here at all. I had no choice, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, my parents, my father had a job in California, then they switched him over here. So I just came with them, you know what I mean? I was 17, I was 17 when I got down here. And then
was it a culture shock?
Bro, crazy. Because that's what I was trying to get to. Like First of all, I'm from Puerto Rico, bro. So I moved to California.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? That was, bro, at the time, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, no, reggaeton wasn't cracking and none of that. So
that was the 90s, right?
It was
late, early 90s.
Bro,
It don't matter.
96. The day that Princess Diana died.
Oh.
Some of y'all are too young to know that shit, but yo, when Princess D died, you know what I mean? That's the day that I moved. I remember that shit at the airport. I was a young motherfucker, yo. I was like, how y'all say it? I was a young jit, bruh. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, fast forward, we'll get into all kinds of wild shit later on, but like, you know, California's a very Americanized culture at that time, bro. It was like, there was no social media or nothing like that. So you gotta understand, like blacks thought about Spanish like Mexican, that's it. Maybe a Salvadoran or two, but that's it.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Spanish. Mexican motherfuckers and the Salvadorans were like Puerto Rican. They're like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, wow.
Like, bro, it was like they had no perception of what the hell that shit was.
Damn.
So, plus, again, what I was trying to get to is that there is no like, and y'all can put it in the comments and say, hey, you're wrong about this and that. Hey, you know, I'm here to learn like everybody else. But you got to understand that, like,
Fuck your comment.
No, let them niggas comment and shit. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe too, you know what I'm saying? Get this shit up. Run it up so we can fucking do this shit. So anyway, they have no fucking accent, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And all my homeboys in LA, yo, shout me out, man, and be like, oh yeah, we do. LA has no accent, bro. Like, think about it. Like, any LA rapper insert here, besides saying like, yeah, cuz I'm be right there, or like, nah, blood. Like, you know what I mean? You know, that's about a little bit of a twang.
Yeah.
But LA nigga sounds very educated in a sense, bro, because they're very like it's not the words that they use, or is it not that they're more educated because of school? Nah, I'm talking about the accent.
Yeah.
Because an accent, unfortunately, could have somebody what do you call that? Like you know, when they have a perception of you without knowing.
Yeah.
The true judges, like
I know what you're trying to say.
You know, right? All right. So LA, they're like, hey, I'm about to go to the store. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like New York where they have like you know, super wild out fucking drawl, or Miami. They're like, hey, what am I? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm being extra. Okay, can you understand Kodak Black?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, but
that's because you've been around Dave for a while.
Yeah.
So when niggas have that drawl or anything like that, it's easy for you to understand it because you have other friends that speak like that.
Yeah.
But to me, even though I've been here for a long time, I can decipher a lot of the shit that he talks about. Yeah. But he has a heavy Broward. Like, y'all understand, Broward and Miami, they do talk different. Like, they use the same words, but the accent is slightly different. Yeah. You know, Kodak is a big perception of what a Broward dude sounds like. Whereas you'll listen to, I don't know, like I want to say Rick Ross, but Rick Ross doesn't have like a super heavy drawl, like a
Trick, like an old
Trick Daddy. Yeah, okay, Trick. Perfect. Like Trick has a super like Dade County drawl, like, you know what I mean, like the accent,
everything. So like the slur, the N words, the like drag on, like. And
I feel like that's totally different from how people from Atlanta talk.
Oh yeah,
or like, Texas or Alabama, Memphis.
All right,
you know what I mean?
So the truth is, right, like before I traveled, before I got to go to these places, I would be like, oh yeah, the South, everybody just talk country. And that's mad ignorant because I ain't know no better. But the truth is, like, if you hear a North Carolina nigga versus a New Orleans nigga, you gonna hear the difference. They gonna say baby, they gonna say certain things that's like, all right, you from a different part of the South. Now with Atlanta and Miami, like shit, Miami or even South Florida alone, like we talk fast, but not like fast where like New York niggas be on some like, yeah, you know, you gotta do that. Nah, we talk fast like, yeah, like nigga gotta be honest, you feel me? And like we cut words down, you feel me? But we saying something if you peep it. I remember my homeboy from Liberty City, like, man, that boy talk like he from the crib. He couldn't even try to talk proper if he wanted to, bro.
Facts, yo.
So, cuz, I ain't gonna lie, he was probably the first person I ever struggled to ever really, like...
Understand, right?
Yeah, and that's why I get what you said, because, like, the truth is, a lot of people talk like that coming from the city, coming from Overtown, coming from, like, the heart of Miami, the subs, the AP. And I wouldn't even put AP in there like that, because there's a lot of more Hispanic people in Alabama. You feel me? I think
same thing with Hialeah.
Yeah, like,
but the Chicos in AP and Hialeah talk just like that too. Like if you're born and raised here,
more Americanized.
They don't even speak fucking Spanish.
The ones that's more Americanized talk like the because it really don't come from the ones that have a like a first generation situation.
No.
It comes from the motherfuckers that like they were born here,
born
so
and
they're
raised.
picking up.
Their first language is English.
Exactly. So it don't matter if they Haitian or Cuban. If them niggas got some goals in their mouth, I'm pretty sure they grew up in Americanized because Caribbean parents ain't gonna let you slide like that.
Bro, another thing. Now that you mentioned gold, do you feel that Miami started the permanent golds trend? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, again,
Permanence,
throw me in the comments right there.
Permanence, yeah.
What city did you, because New
York
got
fronts. That's it. That's like, y'all shit would be like,
you know
and then Atlanta niggas
LA started like later. LA doesn't even come into
effect. Nigga have a whole 12-pack. Nigga have a whole 24-pack permanent.
Permanent, bro.
Permanent.
Bro, the first time that I came down here and I started hanging out in Brown Sub and Liberty City, shout out all y'all brothers. Bro, I used to see dudes like, you know, talking, drinking beer, eating, bro. All right. When I first saw a motherfucker eating, like, you know what I'm saying, like any type of meal, and they had fucking they was eating with like a spoon or a metal fork or whatever. Like I remember, cuz homeboy used to be like, "Hey, brother, you gonna fuck up your goals." You know, because every time you biting on the spoon, or you fuck you because it's gold. It's
scratching.
Yeah, not only scratching, but it might be bending it. You can hurt yourself. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not really hurt yourself, but you're fucking it up, bro. You're fucking it up. Like, you know what I mean? You spend all the $1,000. That shit ain't cheap, bro. That shit ain't cheap. You got to go to a dentist for real and a jeweler. Like, you know what I mean? Back then, I don't know how this now.
You know what I'm saying? Understand, a lot of the times, their teeth are fucked up.
Yeah.
So they got to put something there, and they figure, shit, I might as well just rakata.
But, bro.
Because a lot of them shit. Yeah, because think about it.
But that was like the equivalent back then of like a face tattoo. Like an eye buster tattoo. Think about it. Back then, Miami, shit, besides gangbanging, like gangbangers and shit,
face tattoos
face tattoos was not it, bro. Like back in the day.
It was the only reason you had a face tattoo, it was because it was a teardrop and it's because you caught a body.
Yeah, that was like a myth, you know what I mean? I feel like that's a myth.
I don't know,
you know what I mean?
But I heard the same shit. Yeah, me
too. That's how I grew up too. This is everybody. I was like, oh, that nigga's a murderer.
Yeah.
But then you see that nigga get knocked out and shit. You're like, ah! What happened there, bro? Are you in here? You laid out with the face tattoo? You like with the tears? Like, somebody's like, oh my god.
The other one, remember the one? Yeah, for real. The spider one.
Oh yeah. Or the knees and shit.
Nigga, like, it was so. But all of that came from, if I understood correctly, jail. It came from prison shit.
But bro, nothing was more intimidating than a motherfucker with a full mouth of golds.
Facts.
Bro, if a nigga with a mouth of golds grabs you by the shit and be like, oh, come here. Like, bro, you just looking like, oh shit, that nigga's a demon. Like, bro, think about it. Like, if you have a face tattoo, you're like, ooh. But a motherfucker screaming on you with full golds? Yeah. Nah, bro, that shit. I don't care where you from, bro. I mean, now, you know, all y'all motherfuckers gonna look at me like, whatever, bro.
But you know what's crazy?
Back in the day, that was wild.
It was wild to somebody, and I guess this is why it's a dope dynamic, because my friends had fathers that had goals like that. But so it wasn't difficult to like,
bro, that's the same,
like to understand it and be like, oh, nah, that's normal.
It was the same thing with me, with LA, when I met my friends' parents, and they were gangbanging.
Yeah, so it was regular. It was like, this was the thing to do.
Bro, to me, that was, the first time that I seen my homeboy spark a blunt and pass it to his mom, and his mother's like, oh, yeah, you know, cuz, because back in the day, and I'm like, oh, shit, like, you know what I'm saying? But like, that blew my mind.
You know what's so dope? I got hella stories like that, too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, damn, your mama let you smoke weed in here? Like,
and your daddy got golds?
Yo, and your
no.
And that would be the crib we be at, because they got the illest parents.
Yeah, of course.
Tripping. And the parents is thinking like, shit, I'd rather my son be here with his friends than being outside.
You know what's crazy, bro?
So it be the niggas with the girls and the smoking weed that be the most careful and the most loving, because they be like, shit, we don't want y'all to really, we know what could happen out there.
But you know what I just thought about right now?
What's
those parents that you're talking about when you was young back then, they're our age now.
Yeah.
Think about it. Because when you was about 14, 15, when you first experienced in the world, how old was their parents? They wasn't older than you. They were smoking and got golds. They were what, late 30s? Mid 40s? Hell, not probably younger than that.
Let's think about it. Yeah.
Think about it, bro.
Most of my, because the friend I'm talking about, I ain't gonna lie, yo, much respect, but his mom was bad. And I know she wasn't bad at no 40. I know black don't crack, but she definitely was giving 38-ish, 30.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie.
You feel me?
Black women, bro, they get a crack until like
that's
55.
No, that's a fact.
Of all cultures.
I've seen it for myself.
No, it's over.
No. Black, yo, I ain't gonna lie, like, I don't know what it is about that, like, especially when they're like American, it's like,
crazy.
How y'all last this long looking this good?
But when you see like you know what I'm saying, it's just that black anything, bro. Like I've seen
black,
women that are like half Bohemian, half Jamaican, or like half Haitian, half Guyanese, and you're like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Some wild mixtures, like shit that you only see in Florida.
Facts.
Like, you know what I mean? Like Chinese Jamaicans and shit.
I was just back to the words right out my mouth, bro.
Shit.
Pause. Like, yeah, cause
yo, when in Puerto Rico, right in Bayamon, right in front of my house, there was a main Ave. There was a Chinese, food store, whatever, like restaurant. And, bro, they were straight Chinese, bro. Like, I'm talking about, like, Jackie Chan. And you would go there and be like, hey, mira, papi, dame un número 5. He's like, pues ya tú sabes que eso viene con tostones, con montones, right? And you're like, oh, sí, dame eso. And then, yo, the nigga would turn around and he's like, sing dang, bong dang, sing dang, dong, 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 dong. And, yo, and I don't mean on the racist shit. It's just that shit used to blow my mind. And I'm young, but I'm, like, understanding the world. Like, oh, shit. Like, languages, like, different people that might not.
That happened here in New York?
No, that's in Puerto Rico.
I'm thinking that's.
I grew up like this, bro. I'm like 6, 7 years old.
Oh, you see, I'm over here thinking you talking about New York. I was like, yeah.
But it still blew my mind when I saw a Chinese Jamaican, bro. Like a straight Chinese dude. He's like, Wagwan star. You're like, whoa.
It's a culture.
It's ignorant, but it's crazy at the same time.
Facts, because you're not.
You know what I mean?
You know, it's ignorant, but it's like your mind is prone to think this person that looks Asian is about to speak either a Chinese accent.
But they even have a name for a black Chinese. Like, you know what I mean? Like in the Jamaican, there was a DJ or a producer in dance hall. His name was Black Chinese Jamaican dude.
So that's obviously.
I'm not being racist, y'all. This is a fact. Like, you know what I mean?
But that's obviously like a popular thing. Because I ain't gonna lie, we don't get that many that down. Like,
it's rare, bro. It's rare, rare. But Asians as a whole are everywhere, and they're in the trenches all the time. You know what I mean? So, yo, let's get back to the Dade County words.
All right.
JIT, everybody already knows. You know,
we're not going to skip JIT like that.
But bro, I even seen, it's just, I don't have the receipts, bro, but I saw a pod the other day, and Cuz was saying, like, oh, yeah, that's my little JIT. And no Dade County whatsoever. I don't even think it was Atlanta. It was some dudes from somewhere else. Really? And they used the word JIT, which I thought it was only a Miami thing.
It is.
Or, South Florida thing.
It is. When I mean only, like, we create shit.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it was created here.
I keep it 100.
I never heard JIT nowhere else.
Rolling Loud started here, but it went fucking global, right?
Oh, shit. The Rolling Loud dudes is from here?
Rolling Loud started in Miami. Oh. The first 4 or 5 Rolling Louds were in Miami.
The biggest hip hop, like,
biggest fucking
show.
festival. The fucking hip hop of fucking EDM.
The Woodstock joint.
Woodstock and that's
Ultra.
Yeah. Fucking that's the nigga. So just like
Miami.
JIT, we created that
that's
shit.
That's the culture.
But
us. Miami doesn't get the respect, bro.
Never.
Miami doesn't get the respect at all.
Shout out to fucking Luke, my nigga.
Yeah.
He's the reason that niggas got the advisory sticker for your son and JIT not to play. But no, nigga, he gets like fucking scratched out the history books.
Yeah.
Like the most wanted.
Like he's just like some wild pimp.
Yeah.
He does porno and shit.
Yeah, he just be having Asian bitches and black bitches busting it open. What? My nigga, like, he fought for us.
Yeah, bro,
he fought for hip hop, my nigga.
Bro, Dade County gets no love.
And it's because, like, he didn't rap like Cool G rap,
bro.
The fuck is wrong with niggas?
And it's like you know, there's only a handful in the history of hip hop, like, of really, really popping, like, booming Florida artists, right? Which we're not gonna spend our time naming them here.
But that's the thing, though.
But I'm saying, but what I'm trying to say is the culture that came from here. Everybody bit.
Facts.
Think about it, bro. Like, everything that comes from Narcos, all the blacks, besides New York City, right?
Yeah.
The first time there was a movement of American blacks fucking with Spanish niggas getting cocaine at a major level was here in Miami. Hey. Think about it, bro, because if you go back into the history of the cartels,
yes, sir,
the first people that got flooded with hella bricks, you know, and everybody's a story about the real Rick Ross, was L.A., Miami, and New York City.
Correct.
New York City, it really just got the residue, because if you think about it, not the residue, but like, oh, you can't, bro. It makes no sense if I'm in Colombia and I'm like, yo, send them packs to New York. That's far as fuck. Think about it, just logically, logistically, if I'm putting bricks there, either they're going by land to the south border, right, from Texas to California, or Florida, dog.
Yeah, because of the.
Why would I fucking dog? What speedboat is gonna go all the way up the East Coast to the fucking docks in Manhattan? Like, Bobby, we got him, or in Brooklyn, Coney Island? Like, no way. It's not gonna happen, right?
No.
So I got there either by airfare or by trucks. That's the only way. Forever and ever. That's how it's gonna be, right? But Miami had the packs. So if you was an American black dude over here back in the fucking like late 70s, that first Colombian dude you met, or back then it was a Cuban, but the Cubans, no cocaine comes from Cuba, guys. Like that doesn't exist. So they got it from the Colombians,
right? DR or Pan.
But at the time, everything to this day, everything comes from Colombia.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you really want to go back to it, like Peru started the whole joint. Colombians didn't know how to fucking process coke, so they would buy the processed coke from the Peruvians, and then they started shipping it out. But then once they learned how to process it, that's why Colombia is the biggest exporter of cocaine, because they grow it, process it, and ship it out.
Niggas
you know what I mean?
Manufacture that shit and everything.
This is known facts, bro. This is everywhere, right? You can just fucking Google that shit.
Yeah,
but anyway, so that's how, if you think about it, Miami, the Cocaine Cowboys movie, and now pretty soon, bro, in a couple of next month, you're gonna see the Griselda Blanco story on Netflix.
There's already a documentary.
No, but I'm talking about a real one that's coming out right now with Sofia Vergara is gonna be Griselda. Bro, it's brand new. It comes out in January. If you go to Netflix, you'll see the preview. Bro, it's like Narcos OD, bro, but like it's just the story of Griselda.
Because there's one on Hulu with the.
Yeah, but that one's that one is bunk though.
Talking about, right?
Yeah, but that one's bunk though.
What's the bitch name? The Spanish lady, dog. The Spanish bitch. The old hoe.
Well, she gotta be a fucking bitch, bro.
That's
I know you're talking about. I know you're talking about, fam.
Miami, like we say bitch, and we don't really say bitch the whole word. We say bitch. You feel me?
Yeah, but then if you don't know how to say it right, a motherfucker be like, whatever, bro.
Yeah,
like, shut up, bitch. Yeah. I still don't even know how to say it. I don't even fuck with it.
I don't care. I just say bitch. You tripping?
But anyway, but that's what I'm saying. Like, back to our point though, it's just that, and this is not glorifying drug dealing, guys. Like, you know what I mean? Don't put it like that. We're just talking because, bro, if you listen to hip hop, your favorite rapper talks about selling drugs. That's a fucking fact, right? Yeah. Nobody listens to like, yo, I just OD'd of the Narcan. I mean, I use Narcan because I was OD'ing. I like to slam heroin in my veins. Like, nobody says that shit. Bro, this is, we're trying to make this episode about Miami-Dade culture and how it's spread throughout the world, right? Fact. So anyway, I feel like Luke wasn't talking about it. Luke was talking about the party zone, but Luke was in the era where all his fan base was drug dealers. Big time dope boys. Think about it. Who was going to those parties, bro?
He was in an era where Miami Hurricanes were the biggest thing smoking, no matter where you was from.
Crack cocaine money was everywhere, bro. Everywhere.
And we're not even talking about crack. We're just talking about coke. We're talking about just the effects that Miami and cocaine and how big like it was here versus everywhere else. Like, New York had like disco and Studio 60 and all this shit. But Miami, it's like it was embedded in the culture as soon as it touched it. But bro, it was the flashy. Think about it, bro. The first dudes with heavy Cuban link chains, bracelets, the Versace silk jersey, shirts. Bro, that's a Dade County thing, bro. The fact of the matter is, like, you was a user or a seller, you was still doing it because it was like shit. In order to do it, you had to be of a certain type of. You had to have money. But back then, bro, think about it. It wasn't like the culture today. Back then, if you sniff coke, like, you better not tell your homeboy about that shit, because dudes back then, they were like in that healthy lifestyle. Like, smoking weed was really bad back in the day. Like, you was a gangster if you smoked weed. Think about it. Like, if your mom caught you smoking weed back then, bro, it was a rap. Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I mean? So think about it. If you was a gangster, if you cracked a 40, well, out here was 32 ounces, 32s, Mickeys or some shit, and a blunt, and that was it. That was the drug of choice. 2020 and fucking. Bro, if your homeboy was, and I'm talking about, this is pre. Trick Daddy era smoking dirties. We'll get to that later. I'm talking about when it first, like the Booby Boys and them dudes. That was it, bro. Blunts, liquor. Maybe I'm not saying that none of them niggas did coke, right? But I'm sure that if they did bumps, they kept that shit on the low. Like, they were like, nah, we were rocking with you if you're doing that shit. Yeah, because the truth is that shit wasn't something to glorify. It was like, why you think they used to go to the bathroom and do it? Because you used to have to do that shit in private. Like, that wasn't something you was... And bro, and Scarface, never get high on your own supply. That was in the movie. Miami-Dade fucking rules, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, so, don't do your own shit. Jit, for sure. And then, for sure, would be Green. Oh yeah, you green as fuck. Oh, you green as fuck. Oh my god.
All right, so let them know
green.
green.
Start with that one, bro.
Not because busting niggas is ridiculous.
We could have never even done without that one. Like this mad other
But that was the one to start it off with. Because if you're watching this pod, I already got you hooked. You're gonna be like, nah, what they gonna say next?
I wish niggas would start saying green somewhere else and act like they invented that shit, bro. Like I wish, bro.
So how would you use green in a conversation?
Hey, bro. That hoe tried the shit out that nigga, bro. You gonna let that shit slide? Yeah, or you get that hoe green as fuck for talking to you like that, bro. You just gonna let that shit slide, bro? You tripping, bro? Or like, all right, I told her who I love her, and she was like, all right, that's cool. Damn, that hoe green as fuck. That hoe green as fuck.
That's damn near blue, bro.
That hoe green, like, hey, bro. Hey, I gave this nigga $10 gas, and then I told him to pick me up. That nigga ain't never slide. That nigga green as fuck. That nigga green as fuck.
Hey, yo, they be doing this, yo, like,
yeah, that nigga green as fuck, bro. Like, I ain't fucking with that shit.
Yeah.
That shit, bro. Like,
all right, duck.
Green as fuck. What?
Duck.
Oh, he a duck ass nigga? Oh man, like yeah, like you even gotta say, bro, you a duck. You ain't even gotta say the ass nigga, bro. You a duck, bro. Like that mean you a goofy, you a weirdo, you fake, you a clown, like you really like lame, bro. Like and overall you lame, you a duck, bro. Like you like I can't say you like you'll call a nigga that's tough a duck just cause he did some duck shit, but he might not be soft, so I won't say duck means soft. Duck just mean you did some like
some dumbass shit.
Yeah, like some dumbass shit, bro. Like you did some goofy ass shit, bro.
All right, so what other words am I missing that are crucial Dade County only slango?
I feel like geeking or gooking.
Geeking or gooking. Okay,
like
so let them know what geeking and gooking is.
Geeking like you tripping, like you on something, bro. Like you tripping, like you. Like,
so what about
gooking? Mean like you fucked up, bro. Like damn, bro, you gooking, bro. Like why you? Like you tripping. Like why you even coming at me like that? Like you gooking, bro.
All right, so let's get into this, right? The word flocka. Everybody knows that's like a slang for a drug. That's
definitely more Broward.
That's more Broward, right? Like, you know, it was a drug. I don't want to get into the intricacies of what it is, but it's a drug. You know what I mean? Kodak made it famous with the word.
You said
flocka.
Yeah. Because what y'all call it on the West Coast, flocking.
But see, flocking is breaking into niggas' houses.
Right,
yeah, they call it flocking, but it's a totally different thing. Flocking is not a drug out there. Like, you know what I mean? Flocking, it's like, oh, we went flocking. Yeah. That's like breaking into people's homes, breaking an entry and shit.
It makes sense because, like, what birds do is flock, and I get it. But flocking, I don't even know where that came from, bro. Like,
it's definitely a Dade County, a Broward thing. Probably Fort Lauderdale or some shit like that.
And even, go further north.
So, geeking, gooking.
Go further north, because I don't even think that's a Fort Lauderdale. I think that's like
West Palm, Deerfield type shit. All right, so what are the words?
Shit.
I think that's about it, bro.
One thing we say, I feel like, even though it's not like the crib, like we the only ones that say the crib. What I mean by
like to mean about like,
Miami,
like the turf,
a lot of niggas, like if you like for instance, LA is so dominant and prominent about where they from. They give you exactly. I'm from Nigga, we from the crib. Like we and the crib means Miami. It means Dade. It means like I don't care where you from. Like bro, you from the crib. All right, I believe you because the only niggas from here say the crib. But it's still I know the crib means the house and that. But no, Alabama, no New Orleans, no New York, no Virginia, no North Carolina. When they say, oh yeah, I'm from Arkansas, I'm from nigga. We the only ones that say the crib. Like that's how you let a nigga know. That's a good point. And it's the crib, like THADA, but it's the crib, nigga. Like the crib.
But I feel like that's not just mentioning the word crib, right? I feel like Dade has a lot of separation when it comes to street shit, but when it comes to the rap and the entertainment world and creatives in general, there's a lot of unity, bro. And I think a lot of that is a blessing because Miami-Dade. And hopefully this is not of things to come, right? But it has always been a predominantly not gang infested city. There is gangs, obviously, but I'm talking about like it's not predominant
like neighborhoods.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like like LA culture, bro. Like if you really think about it, today 2023 is the predominant street culture. If you think about it, bro.
Yeah, because
every rapper from everywhere is after an LA set, and you know we ain't got to dig more than that. But Miami, if you really think about it, there's not one rapper. At least that I know of yet, that's like, oh, I'm from so-and-so, and this so-and-so is a LA-based gang.
All right.
Whereas, like for example, right now you're wearing purple, right?
Yeah.
are you scared right now to go to any gas station anywhere in Miami and nigga be like, oh nigga, what's up with that perp? You know what I'm saying? This Grape Street, like, you know what I mean? Like, you from Grape, nigga? Like, you know what I mean? No, right? I got a red hoodie on. I'm not really tripping about nowhere right now. I would go and some fools like, hey, what up, blood? Like, never.
That ain't gonna happen. Because one, we from Miami, we refuse to follow like we not gonna do it. Like, it just go back to what I said.
But it depends, bro, because there is certain people out here that do it. I don't want to disrespect them because you know what I mean. Shout out to whatever you're doing.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. No, fuck all that.
But it's not the predominant culture, though.
But the thing is, right? That's not our culture.
That's not Miami culture.
It's not Miami culture. So for somebody,
it's not
to be from here and want to do that. That's got influence from somebody outside of here, not because somebody from you where you from. But
that's everywhere, because even in New York, like, if you really want to get into the history, like, you know what I mean?
No, but
they just started claiming blood.
Like New York, young niggas got the woos and the chos, right?
Yeah, right? but that's a collective of gangs.
Right? So,
you know what I'm saying?
And my whole thing is, like, for us, we I think out of all the places in the state, United States, we connected with the West Coast the most. At 90s,
in what sense?
Dickies. We would wear Dickies, like
fashion wise.
Think about it. We was nothing like New York, like we was nothing like Chicago. So if we had to pick a coast when the two were popular, who the ones we gonna connect to the most?
Just even to your point, Atlanta is the most influential place in the South
right now, and for the last 10, 15 years,
bro. Since
Little John, since fucking Little John came out, since Outkast. No.
Bro, like,
you said a run though. A run is like a whole fucking era. I think these niggas, even though
Atlanta has been running the hip hop culture, right?
Since when?
I would say since goddamn 97, 98, bro. Since Master P came out. And solidified when Ghetto Dope came out. When Ghetto Dope came out, the made crack like this. That shit, it was over. I had that shit. I had that goddamn tape in L.A.
But Masterpiece from Louisiana.
That's what I'm saying.
So you saying Atlanta?
What I'm saying, since then to today,
Atlanta had it?
I mean, they're from New Orleans. So I would say New Orleans. I'm saying the South. The South.
There we go.
The South.
Because I was about to say, like.
But Atlanta at the same time had Goody Mob, had Outkast. They were positioning themselves like, watch out, nigga. Like, all right, you know, Texas got UGK. They cracking.
Perfect example.
You know what I'm saying?
UGK, Scarface.
Yeah, of course.
Texas still didn't have a run until Slim Thug, Mike Jones.
But they've had runs. Not the dominant, like, whoa, we're here, bro. Like, I was saying Atlanta. All right, so let's say Atlanta maybe had a run since early 2000s.
Since Little John. I would say since
Little John. But Little John, they was already on top, bro.
No, because
when Crunk shit came out, they was already,
That's why I'm saying Atlanta started there, because that was the first time they started their own genre.
Well, yeah.
That was their own shit.
I would agree.
And then they never let go ever since.
Yeah, you're right.
Because then you had niggas like, because remember, JD was already popping in the 90s. But now there's more of
but they had
franchise. Like, nigga, there was a bunch of niggas coming out of Atlanta like fucking water. Rich Homie Quan, Young Thug, this nigga, that nigga. Like, they fucking Migos alone started a whole trend again. It went from crunk music to what Migos was doing, and no in between. West Coast died out at that point. New York died out. Niggas like French Montana was copying what Atlanta niggas was doing.
But he was out in Atlanta. See, even them niggas, like, even French,
he was fucking with Walker.
They was all in Atlanta, So I wouldn't even say they biting. They was just like, yo, I live in Atlanta now. Yeah, like, I'm from the Bronx, but this is what it is.
That's how heavy it was. Niggas from New York, niggas from here. They were coming and record in Atlanta.
The sound just turned into Atlanta wave. So no matter where you're from, you needed to sound like Atlanta to get it on.
And I'll be honest with you, we got to give props where props due. T.I. had a lot to do with Atlanta be popping, because he was the first artist to bring out trap music. And when trap music came out and Jeezy stamped that shit, it was a rap. That's it. Atlanta was like this. You niggas ain't going nowhere.
They turned the faucet on like a motherfucker.
Because you're not going to tell me, I don't care if he was on the West, East, if he was in China, if he was in Germany. Jeezy was the biggest fucking thing next to fucking 50. It was like Facts. Nobody will ever be with 50.
Streetwise, bro, it was a fact. Undeniable.
Undeniable. So we clear.
That's a fact.
50 was a monster on his own. But anything after 50, before Drake, was Jeezy.
Yeah.
Because Kanye wasn't Kanye. It was developed to be Kanye.
But we're talking about like influencing the streets.
From the jump and
Jeezy.
the streets was... Because when you got the streets, that everything else is
movement.
Oh my God, nigga.
It was over.
Ban the snowman.
Nah.
Nigga.
That was too tough, yo. That was too tough. That dude had that dude had the game in the chokehold. Like, it was a wrap.
Bro,
it was over.
And you gotta understand.
And the music was aggressive as fuck. It was like, if you was out there at that time selling drugs, bro, hey, that was a soundtrack to your life. Bro, it was a rap, bro. Like, that shit made you want to, like, you was bagging up fucking shit in your table at the house. You'd be like, yeah, what was that shit? Yeah. Yo. You was like, 1 gram, nigga, 1 gram.
What?
Yo, you
nigga, I'm
bagging up crazy.
Nigga, you was like, shit, I am going to my house, nigga. I can't do this. So it was that because, like, and him being from Atlanta.
That was wild shit.
That shit skyrocketed, bro.
I think that was the last era before rappers talking about using drugs and making it cool. Because I ain't gonna lie, bro, the first...
I think they're always gonna do that. I think that always gonna happen.
But now if a nigga says,
it's pills,
I just sniffed 4 lines of coke, people be like, whatever, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, I don't think people judge it anymore. Like, eventually, and I'm not saying this is great or this is good, I'm just talking about, like, what I foresee.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, like, you know, drug use is so rampant in hip-hop that's just, you're gonna have junkie rappers. Like, it's a fact, bro. Like, how, like, you got the LGBTQ community right now, and you have homosexual fucking trap rappers, and you know what I mean? Hey, we're accepting it because it's a different situation. So if you're accepting that, then a dude is like, yo, I just slammed, you know, a whole heroin pack to the veins. Hey, I'm not saying it's cool. All I'm saying is that's accepted right now in hip hop because drug use is part of the culture, whereas before. Like Jeezy and Jay-Z never talked about doing no drugs.
Nah, they was on the other
like we was it. Like that was they never talked about doing no coke.
It was
no hell no.
Because you were either a hustler or the user.
Exactly.
And if you were the user, you were not cool.
No.
It was cool to be someone to sell it, whether it was wrong or right. But being a user, wrong or right, nigga, that shit is not cracking.
The first dudes that I ever heard about doing hella drugs and they were just like the coolest rappers to me.
Wu-Tang.
And 666 Mafia.
Oh, sipping on some scissors.
Nah, but it was like yo, Juicy J and DJ Paul talking about like touring and shit, like doing bumps. Yeah, Project Pat.
I caught to them
like, so I'm not saying them niggas really did it. They was just rapping about it.
Hey man, yo, Project Pat was a G.
Project Pat was, bro. 666 Mafia was the group that got me to love South music.
It's funny you say 666 Mafia because niggas down here we say 36 Mafia.
Well, yeah, but 3-6, but
like, but the name is triple.
But I remember the song like 666 Mafia. Yeah, you know what I mean.
And the whole dynamic was that they were mad demonic.
Yeah, they were like,
and that was 666.
Yeah, 666 Mafia.
And I ain't gonna lie, like even at the time, for me not being into them, I always saw these niggas,
bro.
Like everywhere.
That music was crazy
it was
to me,
them
bro.
And
because at the time I had just moved
and Cash Money, bro.
Bro, I had just got out here from LA, right?
Them fucking covers,
so,
bro.
I came
cheap
from
looking covers, bro.
Yeah, the Master P and all that shit, bro. It was like,
all of them niggas,
the big gold and shit and all that.
And then they got cars and chains all in the front. Like there's a big ass
like a grizzly bear and shit, like, for no reason. Like the nigga got a pet tiger and shit. Like, oh, niggas is balling.
And 3-6, I always saw them niggas with
the greatest covers too.
Bro,
yeah, but I got them no limit covers were like iconic,
bro.
Like nobody has them shits. But I ain't gonna lie, 666, bro, was like, cause I came. Look, it took me a while, cause I grew up on New York music.
Yeah, facts.
Cause I'm Puerto Rican. In Puerto Rico, at the time, Puerto Ricans only went to New York and like Jersey and Chicago and shit like that, right? Mm-hmm. So that was the music I was exposed to. Like to me, that was like, oh, this is rap. I didn't know shit about California or the South. No. So I got to California. It took me a minute to understand, you know, Corrupt, Snoop Dogg, E40. And not only that, the lyrics, you know, what the gang shit and what they were talking about took me a while, right? So anyway, fast forward to the South, because that's what we're talking about. I was like, I wasn't understanding a lot of the South music. And I remember my neighbor at the time was like, hey, man, you ever heard of 666? Yeah. And I'm like, nah, man, what is this shit, bro? When that dude was like, he's like, slap you in your mouth, huh? He's like, cock like the hammer and the hit him in the throat, huh? I was like, whoa, yo, bro, different. Project Pat, yo, you never get your flowers, my man. You are definitely one of the greatest rappers that has ever lived, bro. Like I don't give a fuck. Because rap is meant to entertain. It's about to be original. I'm not talking about like, oh, this pen game. He was lyrical miracle and shit. Nah, fuck that. I'm talking about like, bro, entertainment. That's at the end of the day, when you rap, when you sing, when you salsa, whatever, you're supposed to entertain me. I pay you money, bro, entertain me, right?
No cap. Chicken Head probably was the first video I saw when I started watching Rap City.
Oh shit, yeah.
Shout out Chicky, bro.
But bro, if you heard Getty Green and Mr. Don't Play, those 2 albums are, bro, legendary, like crazy for the South. You know what I mean? Straight Memphis shit. And that's another thing, bro. A lot of Memphis rappers Memphis doesn't get a lot of their shine. Like, you know what I mean? Like 8-Ball MJG.
Yeah, no, the old school niggas definitely.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like Memphis battle. Memphis is like another Miami. Whereas, like, not culture-wise, but they have a handful of rappers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's cuz that just passed away, God bless, that got killed and shit from Memphis, Young Dolph. You know what I mean? Like, his music was crazy. You know what I mean? You got a lot of dudes, but I'm saying that, like, yeah, for sure. Rest in peace.
Nah, but even Glorilla or the other homie.
Oh, Glorilla's from Memphis?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
What's the other shorty? Not shorty. Deuce Poppin', he's from Memphis. What's the young nigga, man, that had the song with Lil Durk, man, that's in jail right now?
Who Shiesty?
Who Shiesty?
Who Shiesty from Memphis too?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, all these motherfuckers from Memphis.
Yo, Memphis get it on. They get it on. Wow.
What's this nigga name, bro? What's this motherfucker name? That's OG, bro. But regardless.
Oh, from the CMG.
Yo Gotti. He from Memphis. Yo Gotti
from Memphis like a motherfucker. So I can't forget Yo Gotti.
So remember,
bro, Yo Gotti had the illest cocaine song. The nigga had the fucking as I'm sitting in the kitchen whipping up yo. Bro, if you ever heard that song? Bro, you gotta put it on your to-do list.
I got you.
God damn, bro, that Yo Gotti that was like my first time ever hearing cuz. And I remember my homeboy was like, no, you gotta get to Yo Gotti. Yo, he played that song. I was like, yo, this is it, bro. This is dude.
And he called Yo Gotti too, I believe.
Bro, Yo Gotti. I'm like, yo, this
dude's
wild.
I feel like Memphis got way more artists than we do. And
yes, bro, every city has more rappers than Miami. Every city.
Because we be like, because the truth is,
you know what I mean?
Right,
every city.
We at one point were pulling.
That, bro? Why the fuck is that?
Because we was even pulling from Plaza and Ace Hood at the time because we had Ross.
And Plaza's from what? Fort Myers?
That nigga's Deerfield, Fort Myers.
From Myers.
Ace Hood. Oh no. Yeah, he from
Ace Hood is from Deerfield.
Yeah. My bad.
But Plaza, I think, is from Fort Myers. That's not even out here.
That's my point. Like we was like holding on to niggas like Black Dada and certain situations. And niggas and Zoe Dollars and so many artists.
Zoe, shout out to Zoe.
Zoe from Miami, but like
Zoe, good dude.
Like if you think about longevity, like it's a handful of niggas you could mention. And if we talking about Miami, not South Florida, not the whole state, Ross, Trick, Lou.
As far as major artists,
shout out to Zoe, shout out to Ball Greasy.
Oh, for sure.
I think they both did a good job.
Oh, Flow Rider. Can't leave him out of the conversation.
No. Never leave him
out. Flow Rider.
He's just in the stratosphere like a pit bull.
Yeah, Pitbull to Jesus.
These niggas, but that's my point. Like,
but they're on another level. Yeah, Flow Rider, Pitbull. I put them like next to Britney Spears and shit. Like, you know what I mean? No disrespect, but they're major, bro. They're global.
Like no different than Drake. They're no different than Drake because he's hip hop. But the truth is, this nigga's top 40.
Yeah.
So
I would put Ross up there too.
With top 40, yeah, but Ross does a good job of still like catering to the streets. Like
I mean, so does Flow Rider. Flow Rider's still a straight dude. I remember when he had the promo van in front of the Calamar, bro. Flow Rider's a hood dude.
I want my cake on every birthday. That's Flow Rider.
A joke nigga. Like Flow Rider's a real dude.
But remember, I'm not talking about their personality. I'm talking about
you're talking about the music. Yeah.
So these niggas is the one. Like, excuse me. These niggas is the they wanna be more of a pop icon.
Yeah. That's where they market themselves that way.
Yeah.
No hate, bro, because God bless y'all, man. Y'all put Florida on the map.
Yeah. But if we're talking about dudes like think about it, right? There's an artist.
I'm talking about like the influence, like how you got like Atlanta has Lil Baby
at Denzel Curry.
And like
Denzel Curry doesn't rap like Ross or Flow Rider.
Fire rapper too.
Cuz really be on some dope shit, on some like he's a super he's lyrical. But he's intricate. He's alternative. Cuz be having on some like
he's very creative.
Rap.
He's very
he
creative.
Be having mosh pits.
Yes.
The nigga's different with his visuals. He's different with his.
He's fire.
But Cuz don't really get the shine like he deserves.
He doesn't. Yeah, you're right.
He don't be on some like, oh, I want to do what Zoe did or what Ball Greasy. Nah, he got his like Cuz really could eat forever. But it's like why niggas don't talk about Denzel Curry.
Yeah.
But the truth is because they're so fucking limited down here when you talk about specifically Miami artists.
Yeah.
Because we got to poach and be like, oh, but what about no, he's not from here. Oh, but what about no, he's not from here. So that they'll mention Plaza and Ace Hood because they don't know no better. But the truth is, them niggas,
a lot.
That's not even, that's Kodak in them. Triple X, that's that. No, that's not. No,
oh,
sorry,
X, bro.
that's
like,
Broward. Sorry, we would love to, but we can't. That's theirs, and that.
But see, that's the Miami
rightfully-
coming out of you, bro. You're like, no, but that's Broward.
Yeah, no, because like I'm respecting them.
But see how if I let you flow, that day comes out of you like, yeah, but they're not they though, bro.
Yeah, no, but that's the truth because it's like.
But I ain't gonna lie, everybody's regionalism. I think is what it's called.
Iceberg was so fucking popping because he was one of the only niggas that was a Miami artist that was from Miami that was trying to compete with Ace Hood, Black Dada, and Plies.
You know, a lot of motherfuckers talk shit about this person, but I ain't gonna lie, I was fucking with his movement. Space Ghost Perp. Until they got that beef with ASAP and shit. But I ain't gonna lie, bro.
He was
ASAP
Raider Clan or whatever.
Yeah, bro. The music was wild, bro.
He was.
A lot of niggas right now be like, oh, fuck that nigga, know that shit. I don't know how the fuck you're at, homie. But I used to fuck with your shit, though.
Breathing, nigga.
Yeah.
Other than that,
you really put. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know the real story. I heard a lot of different versions.
I heard the same shit you heard. That ASAP.
We're not gonna talk about that shit.
Supposedly stole the nigga.
Yeah, but again, you know, they get into more shit.
That shit is public.
But but I'm saying like. I know. I think his sound influenced them niggas at some point. But because a lot of ASAP came with that down tempo, southern shit, and you talk these niggas from Harlem. Come on, bro. Like,
so it's
what a coincidence. Like, Smoke Perp was coming out with this type of sound, and then y'all niggas come out. I don't know who came out first. That's not for me to debate. All I'm saying is we're talking about the Miami influence.
Exactly.
And I think that they fucking, Smoke Perp influenced a lot of that shit.
I keep it a buck.
Space Ghost. I'm sorry,
Space Ghost Perp allowed niggas like Denzel Curry to be what they are. Because it was one-sided in Miami. You either had to be super backpack or you had to be super street. There was no anything in between, bro. And
another thing, shout out to my homeboy, True Living Soldier, bro, from out there in Scott Lake. Bro, that's my homeboy, and homeboy, I met him through Wavy Lord. And,
shout out to Wavy Lord.
And that movement, obviously my homeboy Tunde, bro, I love you, bro. Like, you know what I mean? There's a new wave of artists that are in your same generation. You know, FAYN, you got the fucking, the True Living Soldiers.
Shout out to homie P. Smith. Shout out to the There's a couple niggas that's doing their thing. That's a real wave out here.
You know what I'm saying?
Like for real.
And so y'all generation is different because y'all still like fighting for that torch. Not really the Miami torch, but to spread that Miami culture out there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm fighting for
Charles too. You're doing your thing. You know what I'm saying?
K Charles. Why that name sound
bro, he's on rolling out every year. Like
okay.
So you know what I mean? Yeah. But the love is there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
purpose, that nigga's doing this thing.
Fire.
Cause it's a lot of like it's just not coming to my mind. But the truth is, like, it's a lot of us out here that really got some dope shit to say.
No, of course.
It's just like the truth.
But it's crazy how we were talking about it. Like, Atlanta has had a chokehold on the game since, like you said, since the Crunk era.
Yep.
And they never let go.
Ever.
Everybody looks towards Atlanta like, what's the new hot shit?
Yep.
What's the new trend? What them niggas is wearing over there?
Yep.
Who the hottest producer? The hottest producer. Like, the nigga wears a hat this way. Let me do that shit too. Yep. He's dyeing his dreads. Let me do that too.
Yep.
Like, the whole culture is way too much in Atlanta.
Word.
Right? And I'm in my mind, I'm like, I've never been to Atlanta, so I'm not gonna bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I know you spend heavy time in Atlanta.
Yeah,
so I want to ask you this question. Atlanta. What is, culture-wise, right, the biggest difference between Atlanta and Miami? As far as, like, hip-hop culture.
I think Miami operates on a very, like, I fuck with you, but I don't fuck with you. And then Atlanta has a very, like, oh, shit, we embrace damn near any and everything. If you about getting money, if you about doing it, they embrace weirdo shit, too. So it's like, is that because like Key West is all the way the fuck butt from us, so we're not talking about that. But like Atlanta, just they operate different. What I saw, they just they are very more unified when it comes to the community. Like Miami, we fuck with one another, but it's like shit. It's not as much like that now as how it used to be, but it's very like all right. I fuck with you, bro, but like at a very far distance, and it's unfortunate because a nigga will be like, shit, bro, like I get money with you, but I'll never show you how to get this money.
That happens a lot with the scammers out here. Niggas be dying over that shit because it's like you find a glitch, you don't want to share that glitch,
Bro, listen.
Niggas, yo, that's another subject. But I'm saying by streetwise, I know how Miami niggas operate because you know what it is? Miami is one of the most, I'm gonna use this word very carefully, right? I'm gonna use the word, I want to use the word fake, but I'm not calling Miami niggas fake. I'm just saying that it's fake in this sense, right? Miami, for example, Memorial Weekend. Miami is the only place, bro, that I know dudes that'll flip ounces and sacks for months just to get money that weekend to buy a chain, rent a Lambo, and get a fresh fit to fuck hoes that weekend. And come that Monday, bro, after Memorial Day, they broke as fuck.
Oh, that's not fake. It's just clout chasing. They willing to. But
see, in New York, for example, and LA, like, of course that exists everywhere. But New York dudes and women are more understanding of the struggle, right? Of like, yeah, this nigga's been outside for 3 days selling crack and he ain't take a shower yet. Like, people understand that dirty fucking
Miami don't give a fuck, nigga. If you was out here for a whole week, you still supposed to be fly as fuck when it's time to be fly.
And not even that, it's just like Miami's ghetto as fuck. You can't say that, bro. Miami hoods are more poor looking than anywhere in New York and LA. I don't give a fuck where. You can, the Bronx, bro. The Bronx is sweet compared to and I'm talking about crime. I'm talking about the looks, right? Yeah, a rundown building is one thing, but like you go down Liberty City and all these other shit, bro. You in the trenches. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about who's harder. I'm talking about the look of the neighborhood, right?
Ain't no
bro, it's poor as fuck.
Ain't no cul-de-sac.
No, bro, that's just
it ain't no nice.
Like you feel like, ooh, I gotta put my gun in my lap. Like this is about that time. Like New York is very confusing because you can have a baller ass building next to a fucked up building. Yep. You don't know who's inside. Yep. So I'm just cruising. Boom. Like I don't need. Same thing with LA, nigga. You go to Compton, you'll see a 4-bedroom house, and you're like, oh, I'm good. Yeah. Little do you know, nigga, you're in a nutty block hood or farm dog neighborhood or whatever the fuck, and them shits is dangerous. Yeah. You know what I mean? So remember, Miami, bro, you know, like for example, Biscayne Boulevard. Yeah. If I'm rolling southbound Biscayne, and I make a right on 54th, I cross the train tracks. Where am I at?
You in Wynwood?
No, I'm in Little Haiti. Oh, but rough Little Haiti.
Oh, yeah.
On 54th. Because 54th is a lifeline. Think about it. 62nd, it's Liberty City.
Yeah, I'm horrible.
Like 62nd is like Liberty City, rough. But 54th, bro, that's how you get into like the subs. Like, you know what I mean? You get almost Swallowpata. You know what I'm saying? You're crunch time over there. Little River. No, Little River's a little north. But you know what I'm saying? You in a rough zone, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you think about it, I feel like Miami-Dade, dudes, right? The reason why I don't think that there's like a predominant gang culture and all that shit is because a lot of niggas out here is very individualistic. Yeah. They're not a group mentality. Yeah. That's why it's very tough for you to say, oh, these dudes is a gang out here because if you get money, I'm getting money. But we might fuck with two different types of groups of friends. Like how we do right now, right? Like, I might not talk to you for a week, and you've been hanging around all around the world, me too, and then we come back, we're like, what's up, my brother? I love you, bro. Yeah, but that's how Miami is. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of us go out of town. A lot of us fuck with new dudes all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not we're hopping cruise. It's just that we got to make money here. We got to make money over there. There's a lot of tourists that come out here. So we're exposed to a lot of different shit 24/7. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Well, I think Atlanta is different. I don't think that many tourists go to Atlanta. Besides the black community, like let's say a black family from Arkansas or Chattanooga, Tennessee, they might be like, oh, let's check out, because Atlanta's like Black Hollywood.
But so remember, they're like, yo, let's go see. Said it before, right? We got shitted on so much is that's still in us. Like we constantly don't get recognition. We constantly don't get credit.
So y'all feel it's tougher for y'all to get in the game
for anything, like because remember, like it's. Trust me, I know it's like this everywhere, but like here, that crab in the bucket mentality is very, very like prominent.
Yeah, well, let's not use that word and shit.
Crab in the
But I know you're talking about. I'm playing with you.
Nah, you good. So it's just like Miami feel like we constantly carrying that weight, and then we put it on the next generation and the next generation, and it's like that shit. It tries to like get diluted, but it still be there, like on some like resentment.
Yeah,
you feel me? Sure. And instead of like, breaking the cycle, motherfuckers just doing the same exact shit. And that's where that shit come from. Like, just a lot of like niggas, like we see this shit every day. Like, it might be like that in New York, but the truth is, like, think about it. Like, you go to the arena, you make the wrong left, you in the right area, the wrong area.
Facts.
So it's like, Miami motherfuckers come here and they use and abuse the city, then go back home, and you know, we treat motherfuckers like the people that live here. We try to show niggas love, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
Miami's like America's slut. Like everybody comes out here, you
yo,
know, busting them out.
That's it, bro.
they're like, oh, y'all got rappers. Oh, yeah, good thing. Like, you know, making
all right, sure, all right, good job. But thank you for that good coke, though. Like, fuck you niggas. Like, fuck all you niggas, bro. Because it's
Miami's like the baddest bitch in the game, but she don't get no respect, yo. She's like the finest stripper, but everybody's like, fuck that.
Bro, and it's fucked up because like niggas wonder why we'll branch off and fuck with a nigga from Atlanta, New York versus a nigga down the street.
Facts. That's a good point right there, because I feel like, and it's crazy because, you know what I mean, me being in the Spanish game, this is the mecca for Spanish, so I'm in the right place. Here everybody works with each other. In the Spanish world, we're all together. Everybody's all love. How can I help you? Oh, my homeboy shoots videos. Oh, this nigga does editing. Where I feel like in the American game, it's not like that.
Nah, but down
like niggas be cuffing their videographer, like, you know what I mean? Like, I might know Waverly, and I'm like, I don't know that nigga's number and shit. Like, fuck.
Dog, that's exactly
fact, yo.
Niggas don't want to share. I got the bread. Yeah, I don't really know the nigga number though. Like, what? No, I'm trying to put money in both your but
yeah, because in my mind, I'm like, fuck that nigga's video.
Dog, and it's like, boy, that shit. Dog, and there's that, and then there's the weak ass niggas that be like, yeah, but what if that shit pop better than mine?
Ooh.
Niggas like don't want you to eat.
Like I just helped that nigga blow.
Niggas don't want you to eat, but not more than them.
Nah, fact.
Miami is that, and because they want you to nigga, come with us to bottle pop, but don't get more bottles than us.
Oh no,
don't get more money than us,
and don't buy a better bottle than me either.
You got me fucked up.
Hell no.
That's the problem.
Oh, you cool with the fucking bottle, bitch? Oh, fuck this.
And the truth is, the niggas that's like that ain't gonna come on here and say that shit.
Nah, hell no.
They just gonna live their life and be like, shit, whatever. I don't give a fuck, nigga. You broke, bitch. I'm eating money. What you mean you eating money? Fuck, nigga. Come around, you get robbed.
Yeah.
Like, chill. But that's the mentality, because it's like, but that's why they stay in their circles, because they know this is their comfort zone. Everybody out here strapped. This is one of those stand your ground laws states. So like,
I serious with the gun shit.
A lot of like, if let's say scammers, because you brought it up earlier, so this is a segue. Let's say scammers are some type of form of street nigga. You got a bunch of niggas that never got locked up before with guns because they legally own it. So they're comfortable. They got money and they legally can have a pistol. So they're gonna go to only places they feel comfortable. So they might not even go to the strip club unless they VIP right by the front of the car, so they could go straight there. Because they come in there with they 40, 50,000 cubic. They come in there with this, that, and the third. So remember,
they making more money than the drug dealers, bro. Them scamming niggas is out of control.
And we got a lot of those. Out of control.
I don't know how a lot of those. I know that a lot of the EDD shit and all that shit died down now. So I ain't gonna lie, a lot of you scamming niggas been kind of quiet on Instagram, you know? Shit, I know y'all niggas been quiet.
Niggas ain't been up since
I'm not hating, but a lot of y'all shit that y'all was popping about 2 years ago, I don't hear that shit no more.
Niggas has not been up since
a lot of niggas got robbed by your own homeboys. I heard. Y'all heard? You know what I mean? I heard about it. I heard. Well, you know, that's neither here nor there.
No.
But just to shut down episode 1, what is your view for the next 10 years of just the culture alone in Miami? I'm talking about podcasts, fashion, art, music. What number one, what would you like to see, and what do you think is going to happen?
I think Miami is becoming its own version of New York and LA, where it's prominent and dominant. It's just still, it's so scattered. So there's fashion here. There's so many different cultures here. I would like to see Miami be fruitful, whether it's rap, the fashion world, crossing over to different genres. Like, I would like to see more Miami artists, period, female, male. I just want to see Miami do more songs with Miami. I want to see Miami do more songs with Broward. I want to see Miami do more songs with Tallahassee. I want to see like the same shit I see French Montana, and then he'll work with Lola Brooks, or Busta Rhymes working with Coyle Ray. Like, there's no reason why JT Money shouldn't work with Ball Greasy, or Ball Greasy work with the next young boy coming up from Miami. Like, there should be no reason. I want to see Miami and South Florida specifically unite more when it comes to these out-of-towner niggas telling us that we not like everywhere else, that we separate. Fuck all that shit. We really could unify, because we do it It's just not on a major scale because niggas is too busy brushing us off like we not doing nothing. When the truth is, y'all niggas come down here and still all the game in the sauce just to take it up there and act like, yeah, nigga, I'm gonna move back to Miami. Y'all niggas, I'm gonna leave y'all in the cold. Nigga, fuck out of here. You just talking that weirdo shit. But as far as where Miami's going, I think it's a constantly building situation. Like New York and LA, they set their tone and their vibes and their foundation, so they grow upon it. But Miami, I think it's so new still in the era of hip hop, in the era of just technology, fashion, and culture, that we about to grow probably bigger than everything because we still haven't had our chance. We not like Atlanta, we not like New York, we not like LA. So we still have a time to like really run this shit up. And if we got to bring Tallahassee, Jacksonville, Broward, Gainesville, Tampa, and Orlando, and all of these places with us in the process, that's the crib. That's the point. We want to see a nigga like T-Pain and Kodak make a song together. We want to see Ross and Triple X do a record. Rest in peace, Triple X. Like, you know, like, we just want to see. That's where I think it's headed, and that's where I would like to see it going.
Yeah, the whole Florida United is going to be a problem out here for y'all.
Facts.
But yo, that's going to be finally and forever episode 1.
Facts.
My homeboy FAYN, I love you, brother. You know what I mean? You know, we're gonna grow this. You know what I mean? We're gonna have a lot of plans. You know what I mean? Hang with us tough. You know what I mean? We're gonna throw out episodes. Hopefully we get to a rhythm
a little bit. We don't know what we're doing. It's our first time,
hey,
so
bro, fuck it, bro.
Like, we know we're doing what we're doing, and like the truth is, like, we're gonna get better every time.
But bro, it's not about dreaming, it's about execution. You know what I mean? So y'all stay tuned, and episode 2 coming on the way. You know what I mean?
Certified. Stay in motion.
Yeah.